like I said. So I hope you all Hello, everyone. It is LaRon. Oh, I got so many flyaways. It is LaRon from SBL Hair in Pleasantville, New Jersey. So I just want to let everyone know we are going to be talking today about detoxing for hair and scalp health. Let me get my camera straight here. I am LaRon. I am your moderator for today. So I'm going to see if I can do something about all these flyaways because I just blew my hair out this morning and I don't put any oil in it because my hair is really fine and it kind of flies away and it's all over the place. So let me get my notes and we can go ahead and get started. So give me a second. So Ms. Vondell, give me a second here. Sorry, everybody. I'm not sure I don't like or enjoy having fine hair because everyone always says, oh, your hair is so thin, it's so thin. It's all right, but I'm managing. So if you guys join me weekly, I'm always on a quest to make sure I wrap some healthful information around hair and scalp health. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name is LaRon Quarles again. I am the owner of SBL Hair Loss here in the Pleasantville, New Jersey area. And I am committed to being here each week to help my sisters from another mister. So I have started a program online maybe in 2017 for hair loss for beauty professionals, barbers, braiders, anyone who is familiar with skin, the bones of the face, the muscles of the face, anyone who does hair, who are braiders. So I've been beginning back then by creating a program and a platform so that people can merge health and wellness and hair loss services into their business. So the platform is already created online. For those who are handy with working a website, working links, all of that information is located on my website. It's at hairlosscenternj.com/education. So the majority of that is on that page. But TikTok is allowing us to roll out a educational platform. So I'm here right now. Before I start with the detoxing, I'm here to talk to beauty professionals only. These next 5 to 10 minutes are for beauty professionals. Now, beauty professionals, I am here each week to bring as much value to our community as possible, letting everyone know, look, your hair is talking to you. It's talking to you through your scalp. It's talking to you through that crust around the hairline. It's talking to you through the flakes on your scalp. It's talking to you as your hairline starts to thin and it rises up and it starts getting thinner and thinner. Your crown is talking to you through your hormones. Your body is talking to you through your hair. But most of us don't know how to interpret it or listen to our body so that we can know, okay, something's going on because the quality of my hair is changing. I don't feel good. My body doesn't look good. My skin doesn't look good. So what I want you all to understand as beauty professionals, we have to help our sisters. We have to help our men. We have to help our children by stepping up to the plate. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about my background in just a moment. Not that anyone cares, but I just want to share a little bit of my journey with you. Now, I went to high school. I got my cosmetology license in 1987. I had been working in salons since I was 13, 14, 15 years old. When I used to go get my Jerry curl done. And yes, I wore Jerry curl, and that was the best my hair ever looked. I used to wear Jerry curl, and I used to go to my daughter's great grandmother's salon to get my hair done. And I was sweet. I would rinse off the rods to make sure all the neutralizer and the wave solutions were off. I would go to the store for everyone, and I would tell my daughter's great grandmother, her name was Doris Graves. She was also my beauty school teacher in high school. I would tell her, I'm coming to work for you one day. And she'd be like, yeah, baby. Okay, baby. All right, no problem. But I was 13. This was 1984. So kept getting the Jerry curl, got out of the Jerry curl. I still continued to go back and forth and work for Doris Graves. And then I started working for a place called Jordan's in Atlantic City. And the proprietor of that salon, his name was George. He allowed me to come work whenever I could work because he had the most thriving beauty business back then. He had about 10 to 12 beauty stylists. Some came from Maryland, some came from DC, some came from New Jersey and worked in there. And when I tell you that place was like a well-oiled machine, I was an assistant in addition to others. And that's where I got my footing. That's where I learned how to work volume. That's how I learned customer service. Way back then, I learned how to do the daggone thing back in high school. I transitioned. I started going to beauty school while I was in high school. They had the program back then where you went for 2 years. So I went a half day, high school, half day, beauty school at Atlantic County Institute of Technology. So I got my license in high school when I was 17, almost 18 years old. I became a licensed beauty professional in 1988. So with this gray hair, everyone, I am now 57. I have been in the hair industry for 40 years, and I don't think I'll ever leave. So I treat this as a labor of love. I'm still in this business. I haven't retired because I love this business. In 1988, I enrolled in Glassboro State and began working on a business degree, transitioned over to Richard Stockton University here in New Jersey and got my finance degree. So I have a business background, but I say this, that there's more to everyone. I have a beauty and business background, which has helped me here in the salon business. But I'm still here today because I love what it is that I do. Fast forward 2010, I went to a educational training sponsored by Knight's Barber and Beauty Supply of Pennsylvania. They're in Philly. They had a class where Rodney Barnett from Texas came down and he had an intro to trichology class. I didn't know anything about trichology because trichology wasn't in our My Lady cosmetology textbooks way back then. They just wasn't in the textbooks back then. Even though trichology as a science and a study was developed in the 80s, it wasn't in my textbooks. So I didn't know anything about trichology. So in 2010, when I took this initial training with him, it just blew my mind and it left me open. Y'all know that term when everybody says, oh, I'm open, or my nose is wide open. It kind of opened me up and allowed me to see that the hair, the body is all interconnected, and the hair is a reflection of all of the physiological processes and the major 11 body systems that I concentrate on daily. So when your hair is having a problem here, it's a reflection of your 11 major body systems. So I wanted to give you all that background to let you know that I'm not new to this. This has been a labor of love for me again for years. This is where I have been, and this is where I will stay. I have been learning steadily about trichology, about health and wellness, naturopathic training, holistic training, trichology courses, trichology certifications. Now I am currently an integrative functional wellness specialist. So when I tell you I am trying to duplicate myself many times over and share all of what I have with you, beauty professionals, it's time. You're standing behind the chair, you're standing on your feet, you're doing these waves, these lace units, these pixies, you're doing all this and you're standing behind the chair and you're also covering up issues that clients have that you are the key to helping solve. You're standing on your feet all day and you want to exit. You're trying to build your exit. What am I going to do in the next 5 to 10 years? Do I want to stay here? Am I going to become a nurse? Do I want to go back to college? You're transitioning. You're trying to find your exit. I'm telling you, for one beauty professional that I'm talking to right now, this is your exit. Being a hair loss professional is your exit. Helping that client with excess cortisol, liver issues, high blood pressure issues, gut issues, DHT issues, whatever it is, you are the solution. You're the solution. The beauty professional that stands behind a chair, locking and twisting, braiding, blow drying, coloring, we see transitions in a client's hair and scalp long before they do. We see the hair starting to diffuse on the top of that scalp. We see the hair growing thinner. However, many of you beauty professionals don't say it to the client because often the client will think you did it. Now, I want to speak to that beauty professional who will move that idea out the way and say to the client, look, something is going on at the top of your scalp. I think we need to work a coordinated effort, find out what's going on. You go visit your dermatologist. We develop a plan for you because this is going to worsen if we don't stop it. But many of you are not willing to do that. I'm speaking to the one beauty professional who knows they've got it in them. Now, let me share something with you. Many people from Atlantic County, New Jersey, who know me know that I have always felt as if I had a lot more to offer. I always knew way back when that I was that girl. So I'm talking to that beauty professional who knows they're that girl, that they're that dude. This is your season for greatness. What I want to share with you is we're standing on our feet, some of us, 6 hours a day, 5 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. I was one of those beauty professionals. I stayed in the salon from sun up to sundown. I was going to make my bread. However, COVID changed a lot of that. So while I was home, I had to learn how to do things differently, and I started transitioning into virtual healthcare. For the beauty professional that knows this is their season, that they're ready to step into the hair loss space and become a hair loss professional, this is your time. TikTok is allowing us to roll out a program online where we can meet here to facilitate your educational information. For the beauty professional who is interested in taking our pilot course with 100% scholarship, all of the information is located on our bio. If you are here on Facebook and Instagram and you would like to take advantage of our scholarship program and you're a beauty professional, all the criteria is located on our website. Facebook and Instagram, I can send you that link. TikTok, the information is in the bio. Now, there is criteria. This is nothing that you're going to be able to do with scarf on your head. You have to be present. You have to be on the video each week. We're going to be engaging, answering questions, asking questions. We will also have a Facebook group where you can post images, post questions, post photos. You'll get information from others in the group. You'll get information from myself. We will be convening and we will be conferring together about your clients' needs and issues. You will also have some additional criteria that you have to complete each week as far as posting on your social channels, because by the time you finish with the program, people around you who have been watching you, and there are many people who lurk and watch and don't ever say anything. They're just steadily hating, or either they're waiting for you to step into your greatness so they can say, oh, she's working with hair loss clients. She's doing things for people who have no hair. She's learning about this. I had that troublesome issue. Some of them are waiting for you to step into your greatness, and the other ones are silently hating. So you will have to promote yourself on social channels. You're going to have to talk verbally about what it is you learn each week, because people need to see your progression. It's the same as what's mentioned in the Bible. People need to see that your gifts and your fruits are being made manifest, that you're walking in your Christian growth. It's the same thing. This program is designed to promote you so that people can see, okay, you're the go-to person. So for any beauty professional who is interested, all of the information is located in the bio, and for Facebook and Instagram, I will send this information to you if you're one who would like to participate in this 100% scholarship opportunity, the scholarship opportunity comes with criteria. This is not easy. If you miss any of the 12 weeks during this training, you're out. If you don't show up on time, you're out. This is for the professional that knows, okay, I got to get it together for these 12 weeks. All of the information is located within the links in the bio. It's probably at the top of the list once you go to the link in the bio. For Facebook and Instagram, I can send you that information. Instagram, the information is located right in the link in my bio. I can pull it up for you right now because there is criteria, and you will also have to forward to me information about you. Where do you work? What do you do? What market do you serve? How will having this scholarship and becoming a hair loss practitioner benefit you and your business? This is not for everyone. This is not for the one who casually does hair at home, who casually goes to work, may have a salon in their basement. I'm not hating on anyone who has a salon in their basement. This is for the one who has a website, who is currently booking, who is facilitating business to the public, not someone who's doing it every so often, because I'm going to be checking your social channels. If you don't post anything about your business, if you don't post salon work, if you don't post anything that you're in business, this is probably not for you. This is not for the one who has a Facebook and Instagram and a TikTok, and it's nothing but them, but your business, your page is a business named page. If you got nothing but butt shots and food all on your business page, this is not for you. This is for the one that's there, but they're just waiting for liftoff. This is for that beauty professional. So for the ones who will reach out to me and say, I don't know how to find it, I don't know where everything is, this is my Instagram. The Instagram bio works the same as TikTok. All you do is go to the link in the bio, and when you tap on it, this is what you'll see. The top link is for the scholarship program. It says New Jersey Hair Loss Education, Beauty and Wellness Scholarships. Then when you open it, you will see the same icon as here, at the top of this page. Then all you do is read the criteria. And if you think that you can meet these needs, which is not hard, everyone needs rules. If you think you can meet these needs and meet these rules and meet this criteria, then this is for you. Because we're trying to duplicate our efforts across the world, across the US, because everywhere I go, there are countless people losing their hair. I get messages all the time. Are you in Mississippi? Are you in North Carolina? Are you in Louisiana? Do you have anybody here? No, not currently. But when I have the chance to let someone know that there's a professional in their area, I do my very best. So I am working on helping to promote the platform that I already have to others who are ready to step into that space and be that resource for people in those areas. So again, like I said, from 7:45 to early 8 o'clock is for beauty professionals to talk about the scholarship program. Now this is here. Now, when you think that you can meet these needs, you fill out the information. Once you tap on the links, this is the scholarship program. And you guys have seen this. I have posted this on my stories. Fill out the information. If you think this is for you, then you can find my email. My email is located in the link and the bio. Send me your information. Format it. Go to Canva. Create a PDF. I don't care what you have to do. Just send me your information. Tell me about you. And then we'll move to the next stage. The criteria is listed here again, and we will be announcing the winners of the scholarship in March. So the information is located here. Again, for beauty, wellness, salon owners, salon assistants, if you're in the beauty space, this may be for you. So I'm going to answer some of these questions that I have on TikTok, and then I'm going to move forward to detoxing for hair and scalp health. So Vondell, I'm not sure if you're still in the building, but just let me know if I can be of service to you to help you with your hair and scalp health. I know you said you are currently bouncing back from cancer. It's been 8 years, but if there's anything that I can do virtually to assist you, please inform me and let me know. So if you guys can, please share this live with your friends, your loved ones, because there may be someone that you know, your hairstylist may benefit from this information. It may be someone that you know that needs to hear about detoxing for hair and scalp health. Someone may be having challenges with medication, high blood pressure, gut issues, thin hair, whatever it is. Please share this live out, because there are going to be others who need to hear this information. And I am here every Sunday, 8 o'clock, every Sunday for the next 52 weeks, or should I say for the next year. I'm going to be here. If I have stuff to do and I can't be here at 8, it'll be 9. If it's not 9, it's 10. But I'm going to be here every single week, rain, sleet, snow, and shine. And we're going to get this snow today. The Northeast, we're going to get killed with this snow today. So I'm glad that I'm here. I don't care if I'm going to be on vacation. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be here to share with you guys how I can assist your needs when you're having challenges with your hair and scalp. So let me continue to scroll. Okay. And thank you for everyone who's still in the room. Oh, thank you, Neppy. If you're still in the room, I got these glasses from TikTok. Now, I don't know how to post all that stuff and link it all in the chat and all that kind of stuff, but I got these from TikTok. It was a box of 5. And my box of 5 had like a spotted one. It had a black one. And I have since broken 2 of them, but it came with 5 and it was like $15. But over time, like, I'm hard on glasses. Like, I'm taking them on, taking them off. And you see, I have this little old lady thing around my neck. I am hard on stuff. I sit on them. I got them in my pocket. So I'm so glad it came with 5, because these 5 have really been helping me out. So again, thank you very, very much, Neppy. Let me see if I can keep going. So Kim J Natural, that's me. So if you're still in the building, which I'm not sure if you are, let me know what you mean by when you said that's me. So Missy, it says, well, I have to take the entire course over if my license has been expired for a long time. You have to be licensed again. I'm only serving beauty professionals that are at a higher level. If you want to sign up for cohort 2 or cohort 3, I would really suggest that you reactivate that license, because this is not for beauty professionals who are not licensed, because the capability that you have in the future, facilitating information with other integrative wellness professionals, physicians, doctors, dermatologists, they will have more respect for you if you at least have a license in addition to a certification. So I don't service anyone who is not licensed, and I apologize. And those who are willing to enter the program later, you will have to share your licensing information, because I don't service anyone who's not currently licensed or certified as a braider or a loctician or natural stylist. So Vondell, you said you have high cholesterol, high blood pressure. That is definitely a consequence of aging. We do tend to get higher cholesterol levels and higher blood pressure issues because of what it is that I'm going to be conversing about today: liver and detoxification health. When our liver sometimes, not that this may be you, but as a consequence of liver issues and the liver not working as well as it should, it not being able to detoxify the body well, it not being able to produce enough bile for fat metabolism, it not being able to release excess hormones. Sometimes the liver will interfere with cholesterol, vitamin D production, hormone production. It will interfere with how the blood volume is stored in the body, which will create high blood pressure. A lot of the times when many of us go through periods of higher stress levels, aldosterone is elevated in the body. It will cause the kidneys to cease functioning and the release of excess water from the body. So sometimes that will elevate your blood pressure. There are different things and physiological processes that take place in the body that will contribute to us having high blood pressure, high cholesterol. One of those in particular is liver and kidney health, which is why I'm here, because we need to, those over 40 and 50, we need to actively be involved in our liver and detoxification health on a regular basis so that the rest of the body doesn't have to work so hard. So I'm just going through and answering these questions before I get started. Hi, good morning, Hair Revolution. How are you? It's wonderful to see you. Thank you for your comment. So Kim J Natural, thank you for sharing the live. So if you guys have any questions about your hair and your health, please let me know, because I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Now, I'm not going to be talking about beauty professionals anymore. Now I'm going to be getting into liver and detox health. Now, I had notes specifically that I wanted to concentrate on, and I left them home, rushing out the house because I wanted to make sure I got here on time. Move my computer, move my stand into my other room so that I can have a nicer background. And I left my notes home. So, Vondell, I'm going to be talking about what you can use to detox. However, because I can't share that here on TikTok, all of the information is going to be located after this live stream is over in the link in the bio. I'm going to share with you an ebook that contains all of the information where you can utilize many of the links to look into it and inquire, would this be for me? Can I use this for my liver detox health? So if you can, please wait until this is over. Then I will post it as a link in my bio. You can find out more about what you can use to detoxify your body. But for right now, I just want you to kind of understand how detoxification of the liver and kidney pathways will help you. Thank you. One of the main things that I wanted to talk about is I had discovered early on, and a lot of the reason why I come here and I talk about a lot of this is because I've experienced it in my own life. As I've shared, I'm 57, so I'm right there with Miss Vondell. A lot of my own issues, liver issues, kidney issues, as you guys can see, I have the swelling and edema around my face because my kidneys don't work so well. I have had subsequent thinning of the top of my hair in the front, and that's usually reflective of poor kidney health. I have noticed that when I would get myself on a plan of herbs and I would detoxify my liver way before I even had my daughter's 23, I found early on that there was a connection with detoxifying your liver for hormone balance. I would put myself on things like dandelion, milk thistle. There are tons of things that you can use. Those are two, Miss Vondell. When I found I would put myself on a liver and detoxification program 2 weeks before my menstrual cycle, the cramps and the PMS symptoms cut by 50%. I had like no breast tenderness. I didn't have all those cramps and the premenstrual syndrome issues. The 2 weeks before my menstrual cycle, all of that was gone. The volume, the blood volume that would be released from me would be enough to feed a small country. When I tell you, when I used to detox on a regular, right before my cycle started, all of those symptoms were cut in half. Why? Because I was flushing out excess hormones that the body no longer needed. The liver will hold on to hormones. It will hold on to emotions. It will hold on to sugars. It will hold on to fats. But when you don't detoxify these pathways with things like powdered greens and dandelion tea and milk thistle tea and a whole slew of other things, when you don't release this from your liver, all of those toxins will build up. All of those hormones will build up and be stored in the liver. So I'm not sure if you guys see me right or left, but the liver is right up underneath the right breast. And sometimes you will feel pain in your back and right up underneath your right breast. So the liver is here, stomach is here. Pancreas right up in the middle. So we have stomach, liver, pancreas. I found when I used to detoxify myself 2 weeks before my menstrual cycle, my menses cleared up and I didn't have half as many issues as I did because I was actively involved in not drinking any coffee because I've always been a coffee drinker since college. I would detoxify right before my cycle, and it helped me tremendously. So I never forgot that concept, and it still applies when you guys have too much hormones stored in your liver. When you help the body release it, then you'll start to feel better. Your entire metabolism will change. Your vitamin D production will improve. Your cholesterol will improve. You have to help your liver. Some other things that I want you guys to concern yourselves with is if you have unexplained rashes all over the body, little rashes that just pop up everywhere, that is because your body has, thank you, Ms. Vondell, it's toxic. It's toxic. It has toxic blood. It has toxins that are reabsorbed from the body from feces that are stuck in your colon. It has so many toxins flowing through your body. It needs to find its way out. The liver has a very tough time clearing itself of the blood that gets toxic and the medications that you're taking and balancing with hormones, which is why sometimes we are so inflamed. We don't feel good. Our mind is cloudy. We can't think straight. Our mood is off the charts because cortisol can't be flushed from the body as well. All of that is stuck in the liver. So all of these things start causing you issues. The weight gain, because now proper protein metabolism, carbohydrate metabolism does not take place in the liver because it can't conjugate everything. It can't conjugate the bile, and it can't release the bilirubin from the body. There are a number of things. There are over 300 to 500 functions that the liver performs. But what I'm trying to share with you is when you detoxify your liver on a normal basis, maybe once a season, same with detoxifying your colon. And I mean doing a full colon cleanse, sitting up in that bathroom, going to the bathroom, pooping, getting that stuff out. It's the same with the liver. You have to actively be engaged in your liver and your kidney detoxification health, or else all of those things, all the stuff that's stuck in the kidneys and the liver will start causing you issues. And you wonder why is my hair thin? And why is my hair falling out? Why is my scalp so sore? It's because you need to detoxify and get rid of all this stuff. So in addition to working with bile and bilirubin and letting go of bilirubin, fat digestion does not get to take place. And I talk about this a lot to you guys when I talk about eating right for your blood type. Certain blood types cannot process fats well at all, which is why many people like type A's, type ABs wind up having their gallbladder removed, because they normally get involved in eating fats where protein digestion is not optimal. Type A's and type ABs do not have the capacity, and they don't produce the stomach acid that type B's and type O's do. So type A's, type ABs tend to have their gallbladders removed because the gallbladder becomes inflamed and it's acidic because you're eating fats that have no business being put into your mouth. So when you have an inflamed gallbladder, sometimes you have to have it removed. So when you can't digest fats well, when the liver can't store bile in the gallbladder, sometimes all of that, the synthesis does not take place well because the liver is doing too much and it's trying to overcompensate digesting fats that you cannot digest. So this is why I'm always sharing with you. This does not resonate with everyone. I have my another sister on here who does not want to hear anything about eating for the blood type. I swear by it. Type A's and ABs only need to have cleaner meats like fish, chicken, if any, turkey, and soy, where B's and O's can have those higher cuts of meat because those higher cuts of meat are better metabolized by their liver and gallbladder, and they need that to help balance their blood sugar, because type B's and type O's are usually ones who have more issues with metabolic health, blood sugar, and things like that. So this is why I'm always saying you have to eat for your blood type, and that will help with your liver and your gallbladder health. So that's another reason why I'm here today talking about liver and detoxification health, kidney detoxification health. The liver and the kidneys work simultaneously together. So when you're seeking to detoxify the liver, you really need to concentrate on both. So in addition to clearing out excess hormones that subsequently are reabsorbed and cause you issues for your body, you also get to help with fat metabolism and making sure that your liver and gallbladder, if you have one, are working properly. If you don't have a gallbladder, you make the liver work that much harder to digest fats and proteins. So this is another reason why I say you have to detoxify your liver. You have to help the liver detoxify all that excess cortisol that gets stored in the body, which is why when you don't detoxify all that cortisol from being stressed, from having that nervous, anxious energy, that's why you start having these problems here in the top of your head. Now, y'all see me on here timely. I'm always talking about hormonal changes, all these hormonal changes that begin from the top of your brow to the top of this hook back here, from here up. This is the dreaded hormonal zone. And I talk about this all the time with you guys, that when you start losing your hair here, this is the hormonal zone. This is why I'm saying you need to make sure you detoxify your liver, because when you have changes and challenges with your stress levels, it will be reflected here more than likely. And then problems with nutrition and inflammation will be reflected here. But this is the hormonal zone. The hormonal zone is the zone that is affected the most. So when you guys are looking for having surgery, and you're trying to get surgery to repair your issues in the front, restore a hairline, you're going to take those non-affected follicles from the donor zone here, because this area here beneath the eyebrow doesn't usually suffer with hormonal changes. So that's why I'm telling everyone all the time, you'll have to manage your hormones. The body runs on hormones, and these hormones get filtered through the liver. So I'm trying to take all of this physiological and health information and make it more bite size, so that you guys can kind of feel me on what it is that I'm trying to share. So Miss Vondell said, oh, so there's a such thing as eating for your blood type. My daughter sent me a book. Yeah, Miss Vondell, we need to converse about this book. Open that book up and read it. Yes, and there is an app. When my clients come in for Trichology services, the first thing I do is share with them the need to get this app. Now, I don't make any money from this app, but this is called the Eat Right for Your Type. It highlights the book. It highlights the book. Now it'll have A, O, A, B, B. This is the app. I tell everyone all the time, you got to get this and make this a part of your life, because I'm telling you, there are many of us that swear by the Eat Right for Your Type, and then there are just as many that say, nah, you got to eat this, you got to eat this. But I'm telling you, if B's and O's tend to have more issues with blood sugar, being a diabetic, a type 2 diabetic, they could be rail thin and still have issues with insulin conversion, blood sugar, because of what it is that they're eating. B's and O's do not need to have rice, potatoes, pasta, wheat, gluten, none of that, because it elevates their blood sugar. They need to have more healthy fats in their diet, more larger cuts of meat, because this will stabilize the blood sugar. I see it so often. So it will not resonate with a lot of you, and with some, it will resonate with you. My type A's and type ABs tend to have more issues digesting and metabolizing vitamins and minerals, because their digestion doesn't work that well. They need help because they can't digest food that well. They normally have issues with finer hair. They're usually always cold. They're more anemic than the majority because they don't digest their food well, so they can't pull any of the vitamins and minerals from the food that they eat. So I see this all the time. So when I tell you that I talk about things that I've lived through, I understand it because it's part of my own journey. I'm a type AB, and I've always had issues with my digestion. For the large majority, this applies and makes sense. For a lot of people, it doesn't. There are A's and ABs who are diabetics. I'm not saying that this doesn't apply to others, but what I'm saying is the large majority, I see things among the majority of A's, ABs, B's, and O's. So I'm going to continue going. So your liver, when you detoxify it and you support it, it will help you in all these areas. It will help you with your cholesterol production. It will help you with your vitamin D. And vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. So if you have trouble with fat metabolism because your liver's not working properly, that's why your vitamin D will tend to get low, because you need to support and clear out your liver. Vitamins A, D, E, and K, fat-soluble vitamins, which means you need to take it with fat. You need to take it with healthy fats in your diet. If you are a type B, a type O, sometimes linseed oil, flaxseed oil, olive oil is your friend. You need to make sure that you take your vitamins with good fats, because some things like A, D, E, and K won't even be absorbed in the diet. Of course, that's what's going to weaken and lower your vitamin D, because fat metabolism is not working properly. So I hope I'm making sense. Those unexplained rashes that I was talking about earlier will come from the fact that your blood is toxic. We breathe air in the form of oxygen. The oxygen runs through the body. it will eventually go through the colon, and then we're going to expel it. So that toxic blood, toxic air will filter through the colon and then out through the gut and lung axis. So when you have foul smelling breath and your body smells foul, I've had women tell me all the time, I feel like I have a smell. Yeah, when we age, that's why Mando and all these different body deodorants come out, because our body is having trouble detoxifying the blood. We breathe oxygen, goes through the lungs, in through the colon. Now, after the colon, sometimes when the colon is backed up with and is full of toxins, some of that, the toxins will spill through into the bloodstream, which will give us leaky gut. We'll have issues with leaky gut. That's why I say a lot of us have these issues with these rashes, psoriasis, and eczema, skin conditions. Oh, all of a sudden now my skin is sensitive. It will subsequently be reabsorbed as oxygen blood through the lungs. That's the gut and the lung axis. And then when you breathe it out and you have foul smelling breath, despite this fact that you are actively brushing your teeth and you're flossing every single day, but your breath stinks, it's because you need to clear out that yucky blood through your liver. You need to detoxify. You need to clear it out. Sometimes there's not enough tooth care in the world that's going to help you get rid of that bad breath because your blood is toxic. That comes from the gut and the lung axis. If you don't believe me, go to Google and read it. I'm trying to tell you, the gut and lung axis. It's the same reason why I talk about the second brain, the gut and the second brain. You have to make sure that your gut is clear, because serotonin, which is often disturbed when your liver is not metabolizing hormones well, is your serotonin levels start to drop because of the toxic waste that is absorbed from the gut. It doesn't get a chance to get filtered out because a lot of us are not, despite going to the bathroom every day, we're not flushing out those toxins. The toxins are reabsorbed into the body, and they cause issues with the gut and the brain axis. We have problems with mood, focus, attention, and clarity because these pathways need to constantly be moving. You constantly need to give your body a reset. So I know I'm talking about how the liver and detoxifying is going to help your hair and scalp health. Right now, I'm focusing on the physiological processes that we need to concentrate on. I'm going to answer those questions in just a second. So what I'm trying to share with you is detoxification of the liver and the kidneys will help you. It will not hurt you. You're not going to burden yourself, maybe but for a few weeks every other season. You may need to drink a little bit more water. Make sure you take your minerals and your supplements, making sure you're eating clean, you're eating green, you're eating foods that are raw, unprocessed, fresh and frozen. Me, myself, my body likes lightly sauteed and raw foods. I can eat salads with raw broccoli, raw cabbage all day with no gas, no problem, because not everyone can tolerate that. But what you'll need to do during this detoxification process is more of what happens with the Daniel fast. You're going to have to go way, way clean. No caffeine, no coffee, no alcohol, no fried foods, as less processed foods as possible, because you're trying to clear that out. And for those of you who are actively on medication, what happens is this will help you, because no sooner than you start taking your medication, it's stored in the liver. So you actively have to make sure that you're flushing this out every day. It's not going to be a hindrance, but for those who are on certain types of medication, you need to run this by your medical profession first. Your medical professional first. This is not to substitute medical information. So, Jean, you said good morning. Good morning to you too. I just want to answer some of these questions, and I'm gonna go through Instagram and Facebook to answer questions as well. Okay, so Ms. Bondell said, okay, I need to detoxify my crown. I had a bald spot. It's growing back slowly. Yes, you have to do that. Every so often we have to detoxify our liver because it's going to help with our vitamin D, cholesterol, hormone balance, just flushing out old cells that get recycled back into the liver that cause us issues. And another thing is, because we're not detoxifying and flushing all this out, the body will start to release cytokines. These are cells, signaling proteins from the immune system. When we're dealing with too many toxins, cytokines are released, and they're released all over the body. They'll lodge in your wrists. There'll be tendinitis. It'll be your hands and your fingers will start swelling. You'll start having edema. You can touch your skin, touch your ankles, touch your leg. And if it pits, that means you're holding on to water and waste and toxins. If your body is telling you that you need to do a detox, this is time. This is time. It's going to improve everything. It will also improve your hair and your scalp health. So, okay, Tasha, I talked about menstrual cramps earlier. If you're still in the building, when you do a detoxification at least a week or two before your menstrual cycle begins, you'll be flushing out excess hormones. You will be helping your liver not necessarily reset, but you're going to be moving out excess progesterone, excess estrogen, excess androgens, excess uncleared hormones that are stored in the liver that get reabsorbed, that cause you to have menstrual cramps and heavier periods. So when you detoxify before your cycle, this is going to help you. Even if you just add a glass of milk thistle or dandelion tea, or even when you're consciously staying away from sugar, excess sugar, because that will increase blood flow as well. When you're doing certain things in combination right before your menstrual cycle, this will help you and it will reduce your PMS symptoms. And I have in my bio from Instagram and TikTok, I have a menstrual and kitty guide where all of that is explained in there. When you do these targeted things, this will help your menstrual cycle. But people don't want to read. They just want to take advantage of everything for free. They don't want to read. They don't want to do their research. Now, for those who want to improve their menstrual health, I have the Healthy Kitty Guide. All you have to do is go through the bio and you'll see it there. And it will tell you what you can do to help yourself detox before your menstrual cycle. So Miss Monique, that information will be released in the liver and kidney detox guide after this is over. I'm going to be posting that guide in the bio. Right now, only just sharing the need for a liver and kidney cleanse. The most I will probably share with you right now is just dandelion and milk thistle, but if even you just add that to your diet, you will be helped tremendously. And I thank you everyone for following me. And Tasha, you said, how do you detoxify your body? I hope you heard me just share with you. You're going to have to go cleaner. You can't have any fried foods. You're going to have to eat more fruits and vegetables that are right for your blood type. Make sure that you're combining a protein, a fat, and a carb, because you can't just do all sweet fruits. You can't just do just vegetables. Some things don't need to be combined together. Incorporate these into your life so that your body is getting the rich sources of chlorophyll to help detoxify the body. At the same time, it's going to help you maintain your satiety so that you're not getting hungry. If you like whey protein or soy protein, make sure you're getting your protein. Make sure you're adding your oils. Some people can have coconut oil as an MCT oil. Some people can't. Thank you so much for that. I myself, with my blood type, I cannot have coconut oil. Many people benefit from having MCT oil. Make sure that your shakes or that anything that you eat has protein, fat, and carb in it. No fried food, fruits and vegetables. Eat clean. Make sure you're getting in plenty of rich detoxifying minerals, things filled with chlorella, chlorophyll, and anything that you can reasonably tolerate. I'm going to have all of that in the guide that's going to be posted as soon as this is complete. I was so busy working on the menopause guide, and I was trying to fill that with a lot of information that I got so bogged down in all of the details for the menopause guide that I didn't get a chance to post the detox guide, but it will be as soon as this is complete. So you're welcome, Monique. And Tasha, you said you need to find out what your blood type is. I myself, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. We are very much forward on the need to keep blood very sacred. We usually do not give blood. We do not do anything with blood. We have a way of doing things when it comes to blood. However, if you want to find out what your blood type is, one of the best things that I can suggest for you is to give blood so that you can find out what your blood type is. Your doctor is not going to pull your blood type. You're not going to be able to go to LabCorp and get a script to find out what your blood type is, because they don't do that. it's just not needed. So they don't ever tell you what your blood type is. You're going to have to go give blood to find out what it is. And I don't necessarily suggest it, but if you need to find out what it is, sometimes that's one of the quickest ways to do it. Here she grows. Good morning, friendly notary. Good morning. So I'm going to flip on over to Instagram and Facebook really quick just to see if they left me any comments. Give me a second, everyone. So, and I'm so sorry, Miss Renee Canty. I hope you're still in the building. You said you had a baby in July 2024. You're breastfeeding. You take your vitamins, magnesium, D3, zinc, and a probiotic. The top of your head is see-through. Well, that's because you are currently experiencing hormonal changes. You just had a baby and you're breastfeeding. So your body is taking the energy needed to produce ATP, and mitochondrial health is being forwarded to your baby. Your baby is taking priority right now. Your FSH levels and your LH levels, which are hormones, are drastically being affected. Your energy reserves are being utilized for your baby. Once you stop breastfeeding, you're going to have to give yourself 3 to 6 months, sometimes a year. Hopefully you won't get pregnant again right behind this baby, because when you're experiencing hormonal changes, you will always have a change of hair growth here. However, what I want to share with you is, since if you're still in the building, your hair will bounce back. However, you have to make sure that you're not overdoing it as far as your hormones. You're getting your proper sleep, because melatonin, which is a hormone, protects and provides the follicle with immunity privilege. You're going to have to get on a good sleep cycle with that baby, because after you have the baby and you stop nursing, you got to let your body reset. It's going to be a minute before you reset. You're going to have to clear that liver to get rid of all those excess toxins, excess hormones. Get your sleep. Make sure that you modify the amount of stress you're under, because that excess cortisol production is a hormone. It's going to keep causing you issues with this hair on the top. So I only say this from a place of love. You're going to have to manage your hormones through this process after you finish nursing, because your hair is going to keep having a teeter-totter on the top as long as you're still continuing to nurse, because your FSH and your LH levels are going up and down because of the body's need to produce hormones to allow you to nurse. So this is why I say all the time, everyone, when you're having challenges with your hair, it's hormone based, it's thyroid based, it's cortisol based, it's melatonin based. It's all hormones. So when any of your hormones are out of balance, it will be reflected here. And another thing that I want to say is, make sure that you're not eating a whole lot of processed foods that have too much sugar in it as well, because insulin is a hormone. If your blood sugar and your insulin levels are constantly elevated, sometimes it will cause you to have issues with insulin. Not saying you're diabetic, and I'm not talking about the insulin you put in your arm. So everybody stop going nuts sending me stuff all the time in my inbox and on Facebook. I'm not talking about insulin that you shoot. What I'm talking about is insulin as a hormone that gets elevated in response to your body's blood sugar. So sis, if you can, just try to make sure that you're eating as clean as possible, and your baby will benefit from it as well, because everything you eat, the baby will eat. But try to reduce all that processed food. But while you're in this transition, your hormones are just, they're up and down, up and down. That's why you're going to have pronounced issues with the top of your scalp. So, if you can, Renee, please stay in touch with me, and I will forward you the hormone guide. It may help you, but because you are a different case right now, none of this may apply to you, which is written in the hormone guide, because you are nursing and because you just had a baby, and your hormones are up and down anyway because you just had a baby. Right after women have a baby, estrogen levels decline and they fall sharply, because now you don't have to produce as much estrogen because you've delivered the child. Sometimes women, because their estrogen falls at levels that are kind of abnormal for them at the time, they will have a period of telogen and effluvium. I don't know your particular case, but all I can say is I would love to forward you the hormone guide. It may not apply to you right now, but hopefully it will. And if you need me, please just let me know. I would love to be able to just be here as a hand that can help you with anything that you're experiencing. And yes, you said you have recently changed your diet and you will follow up. Okay. And just make sure that if you can, like I said, it may not apply to you, may not want to hear it. Try implementing your blood type diet. It would be very beneficial for you. It will help you to reduce inflammation just like this, because you're implementing things into your diet that are right for your type and will help you reduce inflammation, help you reduce your blood sugar, help you digest fats, all of that. So I hope that helps. So let me come on over here to Instagram. It took me so long to come here. I don't even know if anybody even left me any messages. Now let me see. Let me see. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. So I do have 11 people on Instagram, and I'm sorry, I do not see anyone that left me any messages here for the live stream. But if you guys have any messages, if there's anything that I can do for you guys on Instagram, all you have to do is hit the LINK in the BIO, send me any messages, and I'm glad to answer any questions. If this is resonating with anyone, if you guys need anything as far as talking through some of your issues, if you think that a detox and a reset will benefit you, I'm here. All that I ask is that you go to the link in the bio, read through it, tap on a 15-minute hair regrowth link. There we can discuss your needs. We can talk about some of the things that are ailing you and are bothering you. You can tell me about your hair and your scalp, and then I will share with you some necessary next steps. Do we need to work on a reset? Do we need to work on a virtual program for you? Do I need to ship you out a microscope? Would you like to come in for an hour-long session? We talk about everything on a 15-minute call. Many of you will send me stuff in my inbox that's a paragraph long. If you would like any assistance, all I ask is that you go to the link in the bio. If you want to connect and you want a consultation, you want assistance, just schedule a 15-minute call. It's free. You don't have to send me a paragraph. I'm familiar with almost every situation: hair loss in the top, hair loss in spots, hair loss in the front. I'm familiar with it. All I ask is, if you need me and you're ready to move to the next phase and you want to have questions answered, connect with me on a 15-minute call. I don't address any particular needs. I don't give any advice in a message or an inbox because I don't know you. I don't know your situation. I don't know what your blood is telling me. I don't know anything. I don't even know what you look like. So if you can, please don't send me information in my inbox. Just let me know, how can you help me? That's all. And I will send you the links. I will send you some information about what it is that I do, what your dermatologist will do, and how we can both assist your needs. And I'm going to continue. Okay. So Kay Angeline said, good morning. My scalp is on fire. I had bald spots that I can't get to grow back. Can you help? Yes, I can. Lainey, can you buy a blood type kit? Yeah, you can go right to Amazon. Let me see before I continue. Eldon blood typing kits. And of course, you guys, if you have any more questions here, just please let me know and I will answer them. So this is what they look like. You just go right to Amazon and you purchase it. It's called an Eldon blood kit. If you guys want to know how to type your own blood at home, if you think you can do it, I know you probably can't see it that well, but this is called an Eldon blood card pack. And you just go right to Amazon, you purchase it, follow the directions, and you can find out what your blood type is. For those who don't feel like doing that, that's why I suggested going to have your blood drawn at your nearest Red Cross. Okay, TikTok, yes, I am still here. Okay, come on, let me do this. TikTok wants to make sure that I'm still here. All right, so I can't seem to get to Instagram to find out if I have any questions. Okay. All right. Okay, well, I can't seem to see if anyone's leaving me any information on Instagram, and I apologize. I'm better with hair than I am with technology, so I apologize. Okay. So I'm going to continue moving forward and address some more of the notes. And you said, thank you. You'll inbox me. That's great, Miss Bondell. Great. Sexy C, what are your recommendations on products? What products? What are you talking about? And show what again? What, the Eldon cards on Amazon? All you have to do is just go to Amazon and look for Eldon blood cards. Just let me know what you need me to show again. And because I have to move on, oh, Angeline, you said you're O negative. Because I have to move on, I don't want to have to keep showing stuff over and over again because you guys, I don't want to keep you here on live forever. So here are some other issues that may happen since I forgot my notes. What happens is when the body is going through a lot of issues where there's a lot of toxins built up in the liver, the liver detoxification pathways will become sluggish. They'll become clogged up, and it will start causing issues with things like androgens. When you're having a problem with excess androgens that you're not able to release, those androgens will be reflected here. The abundance of androgens, your sensitivity to androgens, which is a male hormone, will start causing issues on the top of your head. So D Travel Boss, he said, you don't see me live on Instagram. That's why I said I'm better with hair. I'm not good with technology. I was trying to go live on Instagram. Obviously, I ain't do well if you don't see me on Instagram. But my Instagram handle is Hair Loss Center NJ. If you don't see me live, it's probably because I ain't doing it right, because I'm better with hair. I'm not good with technology. I tried, maybe it didn't go well. Also, when too many hormones that need to be released from the liver get stuck there, one of the things that will happen is androgen fluctuations, problems with PCOS, problems with blood sugar, problems with hair growth as a result of hormones that are left in your liver that become sluggish. That is one thing. They will send out inflammatory signals to the scalp, causing scalp pain, causing miniaturization of hair follicles, causing issues with excess sebum, because the thyroid now is not reflecting the level of hormones that it should. Sometimes it will cause you to increase the amount of sebum that you secrete, causing issues with seborrhea and dermatitis. I have met women and they have redness from the front of their scalp to the nape of their neck, full of toxic blood, high blood sugar, toxic blood that will cause inflammation in the scalp. So when you're not detoxifying these pathways, it will reflect as inflammation throughout the whole body, namely in the scalp. So some other things that are going to happen is sometimes these excess hormones will shift our hair from the growth phase into the telogen fallout phase. And your hair will stay there and it will stay in a resting phase until the body gets itself together. Now, for some of us, the hair never resets and it never gets itself together. And this is what happens during perimenopause and menopause. Sometimes the follicles of the hair and scalp start to miniaturize and they start to grow smaller. The follicle will start to rise up and get closer to the scalp. And all of this will result in a shortening of the hair growth phase. So when I tell you hormone balance, liver balance, detoxification is needed. This is why all of this will cause issues with your hair and your scalp. Some other things that will happen is you'll be tired all the time because energy cannot take place. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I'm not sure if any of you guys were on my live stream when I talked about ATP and mitochondrial function. The body thrives on energy. Our heartbeat is electric. It runs on energy. When something happens, you get in an accident, someone gets that defibrillator off the wall, it shocks you with energy. Our body thrives on energy. What happens is when there's persistent fatigue in the body and you're tired, you can't seem to get it together, ATP function, ATP energy, ATP functionality, it will not result in cellular turnover. There's no energy to help the cells do what they need to do, split, divide, move on to other cells, expire, and create new cells. That can't happen well because there's too much of a burden on the liver. So the liver plays a major role in energy metabolism. And when it's overwhelmed, ATP production and nutrient conversion suffer. Hair growth is an energy-dependent process. Now, I talked about the mitochondria of every cell. The mitochondria, which is part of every single cell, is where we produce energy. Each cell is like its own biological process in every cell. When these cells start functioning abnormally, When the cells reproduce abnormally, that's why we have physical change in the body. That's why we start breaking down. That's why our skin starts to change and our hair starts to change, because our energy producing functions are suffering. This is why I'm here every single week, because I'm trying to kind of share with you guys what it is that I have to do as a trichologist in explaining this to you all when you come to me, and I got to tell you all this, and then you're like, oh my God, this is too much. Yes, a lot. This is why I'm here every single week, to make sure that this is resonating a little at a time. So some other things that are happening and your body will signal you on is hormone imbalance. Those extra heavy periods. I've had people tell me that they are replacing tampons and pads, like maxi pads, like every hour. They're going through them because there's so much inflammation in the uterus. There's so much inflammation in the liver that hormone conversion does not take place. You're having so much problems with your menstrual cycle. This is one of the things that will be reflected in the body that lets you know you need to have a liver detox. So you'll have PMS like you won't believe. You'll be moody, angry, irritable. Your breasts will be tender. Your periods will be off the chain. You're going to have perimenopausal fluctuations where you may not have a period for 2 and 3 months. This is letting you know you need to clear out that liver. When you start having problems with that PCOS, that excess sebum, that hair that won't grow, the subsequent issues with your blood sugar is always high, A1C high, because it's revolving around PCOS. I'm telling you all, the liver detox needs to happen. Some other things, like I said earlier, you'll start having increased brain fog and difficulty concentrating. Now, in addition to me talking earlier, a couple weeks ago, talking about the need for HRT, having an HRT and an HRT professional will help you with some of this as well. You're going to need to balance your hormones and support your hormones on all fronts. Sometimes having HRT in your hip pocket will help you with a lot of this as well, because it is hormone fluctuations. The next thing that I want to talk about is bloating and digestive issues. Because the liver helps metabolize fats, proteins, carbs, and things like that, when you're having a problem with your digestion and you're not able to produce bile, and the liver has a problem storing bile in the body, or you don't have a gallbladder, sometimes you'll have problems with your digestion. Now, the liver produces bile. Bile is needed for fat metabolism and fat digestion. Poor bile flow affects fat digestion and those fat soluble vitamins such as vitamin A, D, E, and K. And like I said, when your vitamin D starts going up and down and having an issue, you got to clear out that liver. This is a signal that your liver needs to be detoxified. And these vitamins, they're crucial for the health. Vitamin K helps with blood clotting and things like that. Some people cannot have vitamin K. Some people can. When you are low in vitamin D, the D needs to be consumed with vitamin K, D3 and K2. When you have constant dark circles under the eyes, this is often associated with detox overload and kidney stress. This can indicate circulatory issues and oxygenation deficiency. Now, let me see. I'm going to go through here. And Cynthia C., good morning. And Angeline, you said you appreciate this great information. Thank you. And you said, D-Travel Boss, great info. Glad you came across my FIP. I'm so happy to have you here. So I'm going to keep going. And user 382, you should do a detox for your liver at least once a season. Same thing you should do as far as making sure that you commit to sitting on that toilet, because my grandmother used to do this for me and all my cousins when we would come over her house for the weekend. She would always give us this magnesium citrate, and I didn't know anything about it then, but she kept us in the bathroom all day while we was there because she knew we was eating junk at home. So you need to clear out your liver, kidneys, and you need to do a colon reset and refresh and support at least once a season. Sometimes the most we can do with our busy lives is once a year. So user 382, please consider doing it at least once a season, if not once a year. You've got to do this for the liver and you'll feel so much better. HRT, hormone replacement therapy, Monique. Tasha, you said you're back. Okay, I'm glad to see that you're back. Let me see what everybody said. No more. Hi, Denise. How are you? You said this is great. I'm glad that you liked it. Antoinette, you said awesome information. Thank you. I'm just trying to be a resource here every so often. And Renee, you said you stopped eating chicken because of your blood type. Indeed. So next on the list, when I was talking about inflammation, how inflammation usually begins is from the body's response. When the liver doesn't have a chance to clear out all of the toxic waste, what will happen is it will send off signals to the body as inflammation. The immune system, because of all the toxins that are weighing it down, the immune system will start sending out protein signals, pro-inflammatory signals throughout the body. They will manifest in the body as inflammation. What happens is the inflammation will manifest here. It will manifest in the gut. It will manifest in the eyes. It will manifest as redness, swelling, inflammation throughout the entire body. So these travel balls know I wasn't saying that magnesium citrate is for liver cleansing. What I was saying is my grandmother would give us the citrate drink so we could clean our colon. So I said that to say you need to clear out your liver as often as you clear out your colon. If you're going to do it all over. I was only emphasizing that for the need of just detoxifying the body, period. So the citrate, that's just for the colon and for easy passing of feces from the intestines. Yes, you should try to do a colon and a liver and kidney cleanse every so often, but I was just trying to make the connection. You guys stay with me. So that's was not talking about the same thing. So some other things that are going to go on as far as the inflammation that's going to be reflected in the body is because of the excess toxins that are building up. Pro-inflammatory cytokines will be released from the immune system, and it will be manifesting all over your body as inflammation. So when you guys are saying you're full of inflammation, this is why, because your body's like, yeah, girl, you need to get rid of all this mess that's in you, then you'll have less inflammation. When you combine that with your diet, reducing all of the sugar and all this crazy crap we're eating in a box, in a bag, and a drive-through window, it will help us tremendously. I talk to women on here all the time, and they say, "I've since changed my diet. I feel better. Yeah, you got to do that. No one's any different. So the next thing that will happen is when you're having pitting and swelling and edema, and you tap yourself on your legs and your ankles, and there's a pit, you're holding water. Water is being retained. So your kidneys need a break. Often your kidneys don't get to release different toxins properly. It will hold on to sodium, increasing your blood volume. As we age, which is why I say this all the time, as we age, the body does not work as well. The liver functionality, liver metabolism, kidney health, things start to wane with time. Digestion doesn't work as well. This is why, because the liver gets bogged down after years of you eating crap you ain't supposed to be eating. Digestion starts getting poor, liver health gets poor, kidney health gets poor, our blood pressure gets raised, cholesterol gets high, our vitamin D gets low, all because we have to stay on top of this type of stuff. When we do all this, this will subsequently improve our hair health because we're staying on top of our physiological health. Now, some other things that will happen as far as kidney imbalance, it affects fluid retention, which impacts tissue hydration and scalp microcirculation. Now, when kidney health starts taking a dive, sometimes it will hold on to sodium. It will hold on to it as a result of the increase in aldosterone, which is a hormone, everyone. When we're stressed and with age, aldosterone increases, which is why a lot of us are medicated for the need of too much aldosterone. When it's reflected in the body, it will cause your body to hold on to sodium, which will increase water retention. This will also increase blood volume, causing you to have high blood pressure. So ladies, when we make small changes in the body, we can get off of this medication or we can reduce it. We also have to make sure that we're working on our liver and kidney health by cleansing it every so often to reduce the burden on the body. So some more things that will be happening is when you have a lot of acne, and this happened to me, and I saw it then, and when I had read this, when I started typing out my notes for liver health, all this is going to be in the liver ebook. What I noticed was I had a lot of excess acne along the chin and the jawline, and I kept saying, well, what in the world? Why do I keep getting all this acne under here? It's because I needed to clear out my liver and my kidneys. So hormonal congestion linked to liver detox challenges will show up here. When you're very toxic throughout the entire body, sometimes you'll have tremendous acne all over the chest, all over the shoulders, all over the back. For the liver, when your liver is having a lot of congestion, that acne will start showing up here and it will show up here, everyone. So your body is trying to tell you the story. It's up to you to listen. So some other things that'll happen is hormonal congestion linked to liver detox challenges shows up here, and the same imbalance can drive excess androgens. So that's why those male hormones will be increased because your body is holding on to it here. I'm just saying here because I'm not sure if this is the left or the right for any of you guys. It'll be stored in the liver. Those excess hormones, excess androgens will be reflected here because it will contribute to you having thinner hair over time. Some other things that will let you know you need a liver detox is poor stress recovery. If cortisol is not efficiently metabolized by the liver, prolonged elevation from stress, prolonged elevation from high blood sugar and the high blood sugar dynamic and the anxiousness that you feel and the trauma that you're holding on to, this increased cortisol, it doesn't have a chance to be removed from the body. Cortisol disruption, prolonged elevation in the body can disrupt follicular cycling, and it can force you to have TE or telogen effluvium. So a lot of times people will say to me, oh, working on stress is easier said than done. Yes, I do say that myself. It is easier said than done, but you have to be mindful of your own stress and what you can do, because we cannot control everything. What we can control, we concentrate on what we control. I was just given this circle that has different hormones and different things on the circle given to me by Nadia Hughes in our holistic practitioner group. And half of the side talked about things that are out of our control. Half of the circle talked about things that are in your control. And when you flip it over, it lets you know everything you can control, you concentrate on, because the things that are out of your control are causing you stress, are contributing to your trauma, or you continuing to keep your cortisol elevated. So when I talk about stress, we can only manage what we can manage. Stop worrying about the world. Stop worrying about everything in other countries. Stop worrying about things in around the corner. Stop worrying about family members. Worry about what you can control. If they're not living in your house, don't worry about it. Last but not least, if you have a strong sensitivity to medications or alcohol, your body may be having difficulty processing substances that are contributing to your sluggish detoxification pathways. And medication-induced nutrient depletion is known to contribute to thinning. I tell my ladies all the time, when they are getting on cholesterol medication, high blood pressure medication, lipid medications, blood sugar medications, it will be reflected here. That lets me know you are not tolerating that medication well. And if you are ingesting this medication, it's going to subsequently rob you of nutrients needed for hormone production. It will be reflected here. That's why I have the nutrient medication guide in the link in my bio that lets you know if you're taking certain medications, those medications draw these particular minerals and enzymes from you that you need to replace. If you're starting to see it being reflected in your hair, excess hair on your shoulder, the gradual thinning of your hair and loss of density is probably related to your medication. So everyone, when you're on these medications day in and day out, you need to clear out your liver. You need to help your liver detoxify and metabolize all those medications and flush them out, because it will have an issue with your hair and your scalp. So good morning, Miss Clara, Miss Contessa Carter, Miss Stephanie Green. Good morning. Thank you for joining me today. And Miss Renee Canty, she said, so I did a little digging and I found a vitamin called DIM, and it helps the body get rid of excess estrogen. What are your thoughts in this relation to hair growth? Because I don't know your particular issues and your particular hormonal, nutritional, and your body and your physiological setup right now, I really don't give recommendations on anything because I don't know you and I don't know what your blood is telling me. I don't ever just say, oh, I don't know if that'll work for you, or this will work for you, that'll work for you, because I really don't know your particular set of needs right now. If it's working for you, great. I'm in support of it, but I don't know anything about DIM. And I wouldn't even have anything to say because I don't know what's going on with you. I really have no idea. But as far as helping with menopausal, perimenopausal, postmenopausal needs, one of the major contributors to our hair and scalp health is because of the decline of those particular hormones. So if it's helping you, great. I probably need to learn a little bit about what that is, because I don't ever recommend anything. All I recommend is what's your blood telling me that you need right now. I don't recommend any vitamin and mineral. All I recommend is what does your blood tell me that it needs, and I go from there. What does your hair tissue mineral analysis tell me that you need, and I go from there. What does your Zytoscan tell me you need? Go from there. So I apologize that I can't be of more help. Rachel Red, good morning. Renee, you said understood. Denise, good morning. Good morning. And if anyone has any more questions or anything for me, just let me know, because I'm going to close. But what I will say is the detox guide will be released, and it's going to be in the links in my bio. If anyone on Facebook, Instagram wants to know more about it, I'm going to have that information. If you are not a reader, please don't download it if you're not going to read it, because this is going to be very helpful for you. If you want some help on menstrual and kitty health, if you want to know how to get rid of the itchies, if you want to know how to balance your menstrual cycle so that you're not bleeding so heavy, if you want to help reduce inflammation in your womb so that you can get pregnant, it's filled with a lot of herbs, a lot of things that you can do to help your menstrual health. If you want the hormone guide, all you have to do is let me know. I will send that to you. If you're on Facebook and Instagram, just send me a message, send me an inbox, I'll send it to you. If you want the vitamin guide, I'll send it to you. But the detox guide, it does have links in it to help you with things like inflammation, for liver health, cortisol support, and adrenal support, melatonin so you can go to sleep. It's got plenty of links in it. So I give this out to you guys at no cost, because I want you to benefit. So click on those links and see if those things may work for you. Yes, the things that I include in my guides, they're not cheap, because I don't work with cheap products. I don't work with products that have a whole bunch of fillers in them that you can buy for $9.99 on the shelf. These are good products that have been clinically tested, that I have been using for my clients in this business for the last 10 years. So the links that I have, yes, I'm putting in links so that you'll have examples of which to draw from to see if they may work for you. You can choose to tap on them or not, but the guides are meant to help you. The detox liver kidney detox guide, it has 500 functions. 500 functions of the liver. If you don't get any worth and value out of this evil, I don't know what's wrong with you. Please read it if you are a reader. I'm a reader. I like knowing why things work the way they do, because they create light bulb moments for me that I'm in turn able to share with you, which is why I'm here. I have to learn this. I have to get to know this, because as a trichologist and a health and wellness professional, I need to know this so that I can share this with you, so that we can make better decisions together for your hair and scalp health. Also, for those who want to take advantage of everything, at the end of the detox liver detox guide, there is a discounted chance to work with me to get your body reset. Let's find out what it is that you need for a discounted price. That link will be available for those who read it and get to the end of it, who want to move to the next stage. This is not for those who got to be thinking about it. Oh, I'm on a budget. Oh, that costs too much. My rate will be reduced for someone who wants to work with me for an hour, who knows they need to do a reset, who knows they're having challenges with their hair and scalp, and they want help today. So at the end of the link, there's a chance to work with me. Many of these items will be included in your recommendations. So if you know that, okay, I need to do a liver and kidney reset, I'm having some of these same issues and my hair is not growing and I'm on medication, I need to know what I can do, then this is for you. This is not for the one, oh, I got to think about it. If you're having challenges with your hair and scalp, ain't too much to think about. If you want to take advantage of it, that link will be there for you. I do, everyone. I do. And I know many of you who have worked with me have said to me that I send out too much text messages, I send out too many email messages. It's for a reason, because I service busy individuals who got stuff to do. And a lot of times they'll see my message and they're not looking at it. I need you to send your blood work. I need to make sure you come on camera without braids, weaves, and extensions. I need things from you. So I'm going to make sure that I keep sending you messages to make sure that you get it. Please be present. Please be on the Zoom. Don't be driving. Please send me your information. Send me your blood work. Send me this. Send me that. Oh, yeah, I will text you and email you to death. And if you do not like communications, please don't visit my profile. Don't visit my business, because I do routinely send out information because I want to stay in touch with you. Did you read it? Did you get value out of it? What can I help you with? I'm still here as a 15-minute resource for you. If you don't want information and you're going to unsubscribe as soon as you get the free guide, please don't waste my time. Don't waste your time, because you can find out all this information that I have been talking about on Google. And Google ain't got to worry about you unsubscribing. But if you would like the information and you need someone to converse with after you read it, oh, well, this resonated with me. I don't know what to make of it. What do you think I should do? If you unsubscribe, you're not going to be able to send me anything because you unsubscribe. Once you unsubscribe, it automatically places you on the D&D. You can't ever send me any more messages. So if you're one that unsubscribes because you get one too many text messages, I am not for you, because I will text and email you to death. I want to let you know about all our subsequent lives. I want to let you know about all the other books that come out and the other resources. I'm going to be sending you stuff so that you can stay plugged in. If you don't want to stay plugged in, please don't take advantage of any of my books. Please, because I'm trying to be here as your sister from another mister. And a lot of you do not have a hair loss practitioner, trichologist in your area. So I'm trying to be here for you if you need me. But if you unsubscribe after you get one too many text messages, you won't be able to keep me in your circle. Again, the detox guide at the end will have a reduced rate open to those who are ready to take the plunge, who are ready to stop in for their 1 hour session, who are ready to do their virtual session with me. They're ready to go. It will be for a limited time only. It will not be forever. That reduced price will not be available forever. So that link will cease to work after a certain amount of time. But this is to help those who are having a light bulb moment right now, who get to listen to this and say, wow, I didn't know all this applied to me. I think I'm going to take advantage of it. So I want to be here for you in case you need someone like myself in your corner. So CC, you said hormone and vitamin guide. Yes, ma'am. After I get a chance to close everything out and start clipping and making my AI clips, I will definitely circle back and send you the hormone and vitamin guide. If anyone has any more questions for me, please let me know. Again, I will have that guide, the reduced rate for a chance to work with me virtually or in person for an hour will be available inside of the detox guide. There will be links inside of the detox guide. Click on them to see if those products may work for you, to balance your blood sugar, to balance your hormones, help you get better sleep, help you with your adrenals, help you with inflammation, boost nitric oxide production so that you can have better blood flow. All of this stuff is going to help you. The detox teas, everything that's in it, just click on it and see if it may work for you. This stuff is not $1 million, but this is stuff that I'm used to working with, and I know how effective they are. People send me messages. What do you think about this product? I don't know. I use what I use. I don't really use too much other stuff, but I'm here for you. Again, if anyone is having any issues with their hair and scalp health, all of my information is right on my website. Reach out, connect with me for 15 minutes so that you can tell me about what it is that's going on with you, what you would like to do about it, and then I will share with you what we have to offer you. Do you need an intolerance test, a hair tissue and mineral analysis? Would you like a virtual session? Would you like an in-person session? Would you like a microscopy exam? That's where I get a chance to share all of that with you. Many of y'all, what can you do for me? We can do whatever it is that you need. And if we don't fulfill it, we will make sure we refer you out to someone that does. However, you got to get on the call. I don't do a whole lot of getting into any specifics in a private message. You guys send me emails. How can I get a consultation? That's all I need. And I'll send you the links and we will serve your needs in that capacity. Once you get on a call with me, the 15-minute call is free, everyone. And no, I'm not begging anyone. No, I'm not thirsty. If you need me, I'm here. However, I only work with those who take the extra step and schedule a 15-minute session. Now, I'm here as a certified trichologist, as an integrated functional wellness specialist. Utilize me so that I can assist you. If working with someone virtually doesn't meet your needs, we're here in person. If you want me to refer you to someone in your area, we can do that as well. But I am here. So I'm going to let everyone know that I'm about to be out. And I thank you so very much. And Miss LaShonda, I will send that to you after I close this out, download my video, start making my AI clips. I will circle back, post the detox guide, and I will make sure I send you the hormone and vitamin guide. So I hope you guys are having a good day on purpose. Please, you're welcome, D-Travel Boss. Please consider detoxifying your liver and your kidneys. They work well together. They play well together. When you're having problems with the liver, you're going to have problems with the kidneys. The kidneys will cause you issues with blood pressure, blood volume, edema, swelling, pitting in your body, holding on to sodium, holding on to blood volume. We need to clear the liver and the kidneys. We need to do this to help us with our hair health. First, check on Google to see who's a hair loss professional and do your due diligence first. I can help you, but I got to do my own job, my own work first. You do your work, and if you don't find anyone in your area in Alabama, which I'm pretty sure there are, then I can assist. But do your due diligence. Use your social media handles and your tags and go on Instagram and Facebook and Google and see about your certified trichologists and your hair loss professionals in Alabama. I'm pretty sure there are some. Jordan, you are welcome. And I'm about to be out. Everyone, I hope this helped someone. Talk to you all soon.